Sex and Murder, Sunday night at 10 on HLN.
From the outside, 41-year-old Lisa and 42-year-old Kevin Knafel had the perfect family. Lisa, a 13-year-old daughter of her own, Megan, and together, a 3-year-old girl, even fostering teen Sabrina Zunic for more than a year. But not everything is as it seems.
911, what is your emergency? What is going on? Hello?
Stabbing my mom with a knife. I keep breathing her.
I was hearing screaming. I was also hearing the dog barking. And I was like, what the hell is going on downstairs? So I walked down there and Bree's stabbing my mother to death. And immediately I say, stop, get off of her. I was actually on her at one point and she shoved me. So I immediately go into the office area and call 911 and say, my sister is stabbing my mother to death. She's gonna die.
Okay, this is your sister?
Yeah, and she's doing my mom with a knife. May you please tell her?
She's doing what to your mom with the knife? You need to take a deep breath for me so I can understand you.
No, I did. Please tell me. My mom's gonna die, please.
What?
Lisa's daughter Megan is just 13 years old as she witnesses this horrific scene. Her 3-year-old half-sister is hiding in the closet.
I rush outside to meet them, and they point a gun at me because they thought I was Sabrina.
I'm Officer Randy Mullinex. I work for the Willoughby Hills Police Department, and I'm a patrolman. I was the initial first responding officer to the scene. I pull up, it was dark out, but a young female and a dog ran out of the house, and the female was very distraught and telling me and waving me and saying I needed to hurry up and get in there, that she was killing her mom. And then from that point, I walked toward the house, another officer arrived, and we went up to the front door, and the last thing I said to the young girl was, which way do I go? Where do I go? The interior of the house was dark, and there was a kind of a narrow, dark hallway, and I could see light coming out of a bedroom.
He walked in, ordered whoever was in there to come on out. He said she came out with a knife, ordered her to drop it.
And that's when Sabrina come out into the hallway.
I have trouble sleeping every night. I have flashbacks all the time of that night because of what she did. And that will never stop.
Lisa put up just a miraculous fight for her life, a literal fight for her life. But there was just no stopping Sabrina. She was determined to kill Lisa, and she did.
It shocked me right off the bat because she had her hands up, but she had the knife in her right hand above her head. And the knife blade was pointing down, and she was almost right on top of us. So it was kind of startling that she would just pop right out into the hallway, turn toward us with the knife raised in the air. It was a pretty tense couple seconds. When we made entry into the room, there was a bathroom to our right, there was the main bedroom right in front of us, and there was a closet to our left. I could see Lisa laying on the floor with a lot of blood around her, and I could hear a child crying from the closet, so we had to clear the closet, and we found a very small child in the closet that was hiding.
There were nearly 180 different types of stab wounds, defensive wounds. I mean, wounds that were called complex because they were, the knife was jabbed in there and twisted so violently that the metal bent.
It was very obvious that she was dead. Multiple stab wounds. It was very evident that we could do nothing. With the spot where we ordered Sabrina to the floor, it was when I looked out into the hallway, you could see a complete clear body imprint of where she was laying, but it was blood because she had the clothing that she was wearing soaked up so much blood that when she was laying on the floor and we got her up, there was a complete body imprint of her on the wood floor.
Ron Parmator. I'm a detective with the city of Willoughby Hills, Lake County, Ohio. On the floor was a lot of blood. I noticed there was a dog cage to the right, and right in front of the dog cage there was about a 12-inch bread knife. It was bent and had blood on it. I knew when I got to the crime scene that we had taken the foster daughter Sabrina into custody.
During the attack on his wife, Kevin was working, he was driving a truck, of course, in Michigan. He was in Michigan, in fact, when he received the phone call that his wife had been murdered.
The more people that I spoke to, the more people had that, gut feeling, hey, something's just not right here. You put all these together, and then you start saying, all right, maybe there is something here. Let's start looking into this a little bit deeper.
Sex and Murder. New season. Sunday night at 10 on HLN.
911, what is your emergency?
I was hearing screaming, and I was like, what the hell is going on downstairs?
What is going on? Hello?
She's gonna die. I have trouble sleeping every night.
This was definitely the worst crime scene that I had dealt with in my career.
This is my first interview, and I've been waiting for this since my mom passed away.
A suburban mother butchered inside of her house.
There really had to be something else going on.
You and Lisa in the process of going through a divorce?
The bed my mom was stabbed to death on, he was chopping it up.
I was like, wait a minute, something just not right here.
Put all these together, maybe there is something here. Let's start looking into this a little bit deeper.
I'm not going to answer any more questions.
I never knew that it could lead to this.
Sex and Murder. New season. Sunday night at 10 on HLN.
Forensic Files 2 returns with new episodes this summer on HLN.
I woke up early, just like I always do.
Mornings are tough.
There's nowhere in this world that I would rather be than here with you.
Count on Morning Express to start your day the right way.
So let's scream and shout, life is good.
Your tried and true for morning news. And of course, morning sunshine.
Morning Express with Robin Meade. Weekdays starting at 6, only on HLN.